Hello, Agent of Doubt. If you don't, I'd like to start this video off by introducing myself. My name is Straight Edge CTB, and I've been watching some of your videos for about a month and a half now, and all I gotta say is, although our perspectives on faith and whatnot are about as opposite as night and day, you do bring up some pretty good observations and some very good points, many of which that I think you really speak from the heart, and that's really your saving grace as far as getting your point across. And I actually had to watch this video a couple of times and take notes so that I can make this response video, and hopefully I'll remember most of my points because I lost the piece of paper that I wrote them on. So without much further ado, here's my 2 cents on your whole why I didn't pwn InventorGorilla video for Christmas. Now I made a response video to the Militant Anti-Theist video that InventorGorilla made. It's on my channel, I believe, and if you have the opportunity, by all means check it out. But you make a good point about the holidays being a painful time for you, because you're an atheist. Now, I myself am a practicing and self-proclaimed card-carrying Methodist, and I know people who have lost loved ones on Christmas and all that stuff, and you think it'd be better off if we didn't have to celebrate Christmas all together. Now, I can understand where you're coming at, man. See, where I live, I'm basically the fifth wheel, so to speak. My parents are still together. My sister's with her boyfriend, and they just had a kid in November. And and then that just kind of leaves me, just by my lonesome. And being alone during the holidays sucks, but I doubt that's really, I'm alone on a physical sense, and you're alone more so on a mental sense. Now, I do believe that some holidays are utterly pointless, and I'm not gonna try to say, make a cheap plug at Arbor Day being pointless. We all know that. We just plant a tree, but none of us ever really follow through with that. I personally think Valentine's Day is meaningless, but that's another discussion for another vid. Anyways, I don't really follow too many formal traditions myself. My family for Christmas are really our only tradition is everybody wakes up at like 5 a.m., opens presents from each other, and we sit through 1 or 2 showings of A Christmas Story on TBS. They do the whole 24-hour marathon of that. And then other than that and Christmas dinner, there's really no in between time for anything at my house for Christmas. But through a lot of the things that I've experienced, more so in the last couple of years, tradition's important, whether you care to admit it or not. And the thing about it is, if we didn't have tradition, for some of us it may be a weekly dinner with the family. For some of us it may be, going to the pub and getting wasted with your friends. You know, like if not for tradition, then you know when all of us are out leading our own lives and whatnot, then you know our families just the families just naturally deviate from each other. Friends just naturally deviate from each other. Like I'm stuck at home doing some classes at my at a junior college about 15-20 minutes away from where I live, and you know like you know, a lot of my friends are out doing probably way more exciting things, you know, to further their futures. Or, you know, my cousin, in his case, he's going to South America for 3.5, 4 months, and, you know, just doing fun things like that. And, you know, like, at the end of the day, you know, your friends and your family are really all you have in this world. You come into this world not knowing anything. You come into this world pretty much alone until you assume the association with your family. And then, you know, when you become of age to, you know, like make friends outside your family, you have those people that you can fall back on, which is why I feel it's one of the most important things in the world, to have the ability to make friends. Because, you know, a lot of the time, you know, as much as family is there to back you up, sometimes you want to shove them aside and say, you know, like, I can handle this, and secretly confide to, you know, your friends because you're too uncomfortable talking to your family about it. And, you know, it sucks that you have to observe the holidays as such a thing. And, you know, like, I also think about the parallels of each of our lives, both of us. Like, you know, how your family is all about, you know, praying during the, you know, before a big Thanksgiving meal or a big Christmas meal or whatever. My family ain't like that. If anything, you know, they fall on me to, you know, sorry, I got a bit of a cold, but if they fall on me to, you know, do the prayer and all that. And, you know, I have the feeling that people are just, you know, kind of like, you know, hungry dogs on a chain. And, like, you know, about 5 or 10 feet away from them is a plate with a giant T-bone steak on it rather. And, you know, you know, when you grow up, you learn the traditions of whatever it is, and then when you go out into your own, it's your choice to whether or not to continue in those traditions or establish new ones of your own. And, you know, I just felt like I needed to, you know, say that and respond to this video. You know, as much as our ideologies may differ, I still have a level of respect for your videos, and you going out there and just saying whatever, regardless of what other people think. And, you know, that's just I got nothing but respect for that. I'm straight edge CTB, and that's my 2 cents on that.